Yes, and then when I said about the book on that Danishnama book, the name of the Darut al-Ma'arif, which is the Farsi's name. There is no English name that I should tell you, but this one has been written on the 4th century and during the Abbasiyan first years or second years of the Abbasiyan Khilafat time. And on that book, these was mentioned that they categorize it for 4 kind of heaven or paradise. The first one, like I said, it was for the name of the Adam and Eve heavens. And the second one is the world, the dunya heaven, or the world paradise, which is still would be for those people that has always ask for the dunya, to have a good life, have a good things, like and even in a dua is Rabbana atina fid dunya hasana. And so same thing, like this is the hasana means two meaning. One of them is the best for the dunya. It is also they put the name of heaven too, heaven of or paradise of world or dunya. The third name, they put the name of heaven of Barzakh. Barzakh, as I mentioned last 2 weeks on the program of my death, why we are dead, why you are dying, and what is the death, why how long we should be alive, or so on, and also you know about it because I already mentioned it. But in that paradise and on that barzakh, there is also a heaven. It means again, I would like to give you briefly information also about the barzakh. Barzakh is just like a place, very huge, like maybe like this dunya or less, or maybe bigger, Allah knows. But there is exactly similar like this world. And some area is very nice. Some area is very all kind of terrible place. Like California has today or yesterday was a lot of fire. And same thing in Barzakh. Some area is very bad, and the people can for those the criminal people be there, and some of the nice places to have enjoyment life on that good area. Same thing, Barzakh is same thing. The one who is in the Barzakh time, the one who did a good work, good action and good intention in his life, and then guy after the Sakarat al-Maut, then you go to the Ankar Nakir, and after that they go to the paradise. The paradise of Barzakh. But some is not good. Some is good to the trench of the just garbage place. It depends of the person what he did it during his life or her lives. So this is the third one of the name of category that they called it heaven of Barzakh. And the fourth one is the Aden, the heaven of Aden. Like in the Quran it says Jannatu Adnin. That's the Aden also. They are described about 8 kind of from that. From that Jannat, in this book they divided by 8 kind. 8 kind and by 8 names. Which each names is by the definitions, has a lot of good definitions. but all of them is in the place that Aden is in a hereafter, after they all passing all the bands, each 4 bands you have, each person has to pass. For the normal person which has a life and expire his life, first of all is the Sakaratul Maut is come to him, and after that is go to the Karnaki, and then after go to the Barzakh, and after the Barzakh, this is still is all each one of them has a as a like to somebody to pass from the security point, or can you say point of securities. And after that, and then Yawm al-Qiyamah is the number 4th band. Each person has to pass to reach the heaven, to Jannat. So of course the one who is a criminal, his way is different. His way is first of all, the person in the Sakarat al-Maut, like I mentioned, it is on the about the death program. The person has from 1 hour to 24 hours under the question of those Malakul Maut angels. The person will be very tired, very so much, and he asked me, please let me go back again, and this, that, crying, and this, even though physical, the point the person, if dying, if it's all the relative is looking to him or to her, those will know what kind he is on the time of we call in the the Farsi language they call it ramaq, but in the English is agony times, or in or sakarat al-maut in the Arabic meaning. But at that time the people knows how the person is going. However, depends of their lives background, lives actions, what she or he did it. So he has to be answer for all these things. Mostly the big sin is the way is already is known. There is no any other investigation or looking for or asking for is not, because already there has his or her big sin, like adultery, like killed somebody, or like steal somebody, or like jealous or something, but is not. This is already they know. This is Allah has put them on the straight way of the torturing. But the one who is normal, but still say the people has a bad intention to some other person and make a fun on the some other person, bring some kind of makeup to make some people down, and jealousies and those things. From these kind of actions on the Sakarat al-Maut is getting to her to answer. Also, the death, the person when it's dying is 4 kinds. One of this person when it's dying as a kind of wanted, or someone want to be die, but for the sake of Allah. For the sake of Allah, when somebody is touch the beliefs, which for make some bad name to the beliefs of a person, Islam, like we are in Islam and Jihad. So and then he if he killed by those things, that's his way is. One is ikhtiyari, we call it, and then is ghayr al-ikhtiyari. Ikhtiyar is the one is come, and the one is the ghayr al-ikhtiyari is not come. But when that die is at the both time, either by the enemy killed or either by himself, is do something but he could not make it, he be killed. And the second was as a kind of mu'allaq, which is which mu'allaq is the one somebody personal kills somebody by some kind of a gun or by knives or something, and that is they call it mu'allaq. In that one, his soul is always is never die or never go any answer questions. He is just stay on the top of the body, no matter the body is dissolved in the dirt, everything, but still the soul is there with it. You know. ولا تقولوا لمن يقتل في سبيل الله أموات بل أحياء ولكن لا تشعرون. And also, however, I'm not going to those kind of detail, but also the person who has a good deed, good also good things, and then he will be in the heaven of barzakh too, like he is waiting for to flight. For somebody's go to the airport, and airport has a lot of fun all around, and a person was kind of shopping, can do this and do this, but still the person waiting for the flight. The same thing, and those are called the times or the Jannat of barzakh. And after that is Jannat Aden, like I said. This Jannat is in this book, the Danish-Nama, they divided by 8. First is Jannatul, then they called it Jannatul heaven, Jannatul Adam in heaven. Again, this name is belong. This Jannat or this heaven is has to be good doer. The person always do good, always should do good things, good actions, because on that Jannat you cannot go to any other moment except those do good things. But unfortunately, our Adam, our Adam alayhi salam, but he did not do good at that time. Anyway, because that Jannat is for those who do good. So after that is Khuld, Jannat Khuld, call it Khuld al-Barin in Arabic, and in English we don't have a name for it. And that one also is the Mu'minin, for this already is perform all his activities and Islamic activities. And after that one is Jannatul Darus Salam. They call it the name of Darus Salam. The Darus Salam is the one of the heaven that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is come and give salam to some of these people which is already eligible to be on that Jannat. We call it Darus Salam. Darus Salam means on the same Jannat is some, but Allah is come to give a salam to those people. But like I mentioned, like think about, like for example, the president visit one of the one of the city, and many houses in that city. He does not want to go for all. At least by chance, which door go and which house go, and then that way Allah says salam. But this all area is Darus Salam. That Jannat is Darus Salam. And after the third one is the fourth one is Jannatul Halal. The Jannatul Halal is the one who has very much clean and the time of the life. He did not have any, his nafs is so much clean, has to be, and action has to be clear, and do all things has to be just transparent. It's not as a dark next on his physical bodies and also the spiritual bodies. Be very clean. That one is haram, halal. And the other one is the Jalatul Darul Qarar. Inshallah, after I give you one more break, and also come back, I will explain more about those Jannatas.